Hi, I'm Edwin Samuelson. Welcome to the CineFiles, a show that allows you to eavesdrop on the conversation of fellow film fanatics. Today, we'll be discussing summer comic book films. There was 4 very big films this summer that had to do with comic book movies, and they were Iron Man, The Dark Knight.
Is this the live show?
No, this is the live show.
This is the live show, you silly.
Look how embarrassed he is.
I'm embarrassed.
Look, he's
Live
red.
television, folks.
Sorry, guys. Alex, we were
Why
going
don't you introduce us?
I'll just introduce everybody. I fucked up. All right. I'm Edwin Samuelson. This is Eric Cohen. That's Jeff Gallashaw, and I believe that's my fault. I could be wrong because
Hi.
I'm
We're not talking about comic book films, people, but you can call in, though.
Yeah, you can call in. We'll put up our number in just a minute. We're gonna be actually, Mike. Why don't you tell everybody what the topic is?
What
since
are
I'm
we
off my
talking
game
about today?
What we are talking about today, and you can call in with your 2 cents, whoever you are, is we're talking about the upcoming
Sorry.
fall releases that we're excited about, and I have a list.
No shit.
The
really.
Holy Scroll. Over
The
there?
holy scroll of fall films, and I'm just going to call stuff out, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on this. And by all means, if you guys out there in our viewing audience have any comments about either the films I'm naming off or movies coming up in the next couple months that you want to see, by all means. That's what we're talking about. We don't want to hear about any fucking comic book movies or loud theaters that you're taking your girlfriends to. This is upcoming fall films.
Tune in a couple of weeks and you'll hear our take on comic book films. Again, sorry about that, people. It's a crazy week for all of us.
But give us a call at Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
The number will be flashed up in a moment, and let's discuss what is the.
What do you guys think of Elite Squad? This is going to be the police version of City of God.
I have interest in it. I've read up a little bit on it, and I'm actually quite interested in seeing it.
I'd be interested in that because City of God, that you mentioned that, City of God was one of my favorite films of the last 10 years. I think it's a brilliant film, and I loved every minute of it. In fact,
Not the same director, though.
Not the same director, no.
Not from Fernando Mariah.
I don't know much about Elite
Morales.
Squad, so
Morales.
I can't comment on it. But if it's involved, if the same people behind City,
No, it's
Not same
basically
people.
the police's perspective from like the City of God. So the police.
but is it the same people who made the first
No,
film?
no,
or,
no,
okay.
no.
Well then,
He's making another film about blind people.
However,
Yeah, blindness.
for people who are interested, there is a film that follows the City of God. It's City of Men.
City of Men.
City of Men.
Which just came out. There was actually a film version. There's actually a TV miniseries as well, which is a different movie. But yeah, I'd see that. What else do
Okay,
you have for us?
Ghost Town. Ricky Gervais, his first leading role.
You know, as much as I like Ricky Gervais, seeing the trailers for it just looks like another kind of Hollywood product to me. It doesn't. Have you seen the trailer?
Not yet.
I unfortunately have.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm scared about Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, I like him, but
I
I,
like him
don't
too.
know if I
I'm
can bring myself to see this.
I'm
movie.
afraid he's going to become like another Peter Sellers. The thing is, Peter Sellers.
That's
without a doubt, is
that's
one
not a
of the
put down though.
No.
Like,
no,
God
I'll
forbid
explain.
that.
No, Peter Sellers, when he was in England, was one of the most brilliant comedic actors of his generation. Nobody was. I mean, he was a genius. I mean, I can't say anyone else was more of a genius than
Well,
he was.
he was just as good as in his Eiling studio work as he was with Blake
I would
Edwards.
disagree with you on that because in the 1970s, he just came to Hollywood and just made film after film with, just for crap. He made a movie like There's a Girl in My Soup. There's
Well, he
I
made
love
some
you.
crappy films,
quite a
but he
few.
was still.
I
he was
love you,
quite
Alice B.
possible.
Tolkis is an awesome
He's quite.
film.
He wasn't just a talented comedian. He was an amazing actor.
I think he's more of an actor.
The Party is fantastic. That's an American film.
But that has that. I mean, my issue with and my sense of this, basically, Ghost Town is Ghost with Ricky Gervais, but from the point of view of the Whoopi Goldberg character.
Yeah, Greg Kinnear.
Right.
And they've already done that.
Well,
No,
Greg
no.
Kinnear's the ghost.
Yeah,
Ricky Gervais can
Gervais
see
is
all
the-
these ghosts.
Right.
They're all coming.
yeah,
to
he's
him
the
for
dentist that moves to this.
But
town.
it doesn't. I mean, it looks all right. It doesn't look.
But it seems like more of a wacky premise for a sitcom than an actual
And they've already
film.
done that film. In fact, I don't know if you remember this. There was a movie with Mark Ruffalo and Reese Witherspoon. Recently it came out, similar plot.
with Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, I
I
forgot.
know
John,
the movie. I just can't.
I can't think of the name of it, and that's
Let's
the
move
reason
on.
why.
Yeah,
All right,
please.
what else?
People, you can call in.
Yeah, flash up that number, please.
Is the phone
we are
working?
live.
I don't think the number got flashed up. I'm looking
Flash
at
that
the screen,
number.
I don't see it up.
Come on, movie nerds, call in. Even if we don't flash the number, call in anyway.
Even just insult Mike. Call
Yeah.
in.
I don't think they can hear us in the phone in the booth because
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. What anyway? What else?
Remember
you
the
have?
name from the number from last time and call that same number.
Okay, we're coming back with a guy that must have had multi-million-dollar success from his remake of The Wicker Man, Neil LaBute. He's coming back with Lakeview Terrace.
No, thank you.
With,
The interracial drama. And
with
the,
hottie Kerry Washington,
oh, I love her myself.
blank-faced Patrick Wilson, and angry Sam Jackson.
When isn't Sam Jackson angry?
He's been angry a lot.
I didn't realize that was a Neil LaBute film. That's interesting.
He didn't get angry in Changing Lanes till the second half of the movie, so.
Well, he was angry during Jumper. He's always angry.
Well,
I just like
I'd
to
be
see-
angry if I
You know what I'd
was
love
with
to
Hayden
see?
Christensen too.
So basically, it's interracial Pacific Heights.
Yes,
Pretty much, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
unlawful entry.
No,
except he's not obsessed.
more unlawful entry, because where Ray Liotta played a cop, Samuel L. Jackson also plays a cop.
Okay.
So there's like
There we go. Number flashed.
Yay!
Yay! Come on, people.
So I mean, you guys interested at all?
I'd rent it.
It's one of those films which I'll reserve judgment when it comes out.
You
so
really like
goodbye,
Patrick
please.
Wilson, though. You like him a lot, right? His stage work.
Love Patrick Wilson.
Edwin, I know you've seen the commercial,
Could take more or
Lakeview
leave more.
Terrace.
Okay.
What do you think of that hot piece of ass Kerry Washington? She's hot.
I haven't seen the TV spot yet, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No, I
How did
haven't.
you manage to avoid that?
I don't know. Wow, I don't know.
What do you think Samuel Jackson needs to be angry in every single movie?
I would love to see Sam Jackson just play a normal character who doesn't get angry, just a person who's very, very calm, and I don't think we'll
He
ever
was
see
in
that.
badass all the time too.
I know.
I think the last thing he did where he wasn't pissed off was when he was in, what was it, Casey Lemon's film,
Oh, the Caveman's
Eve's
Valentine.
Bayou.
The Caveman's Valentine. Where
No,
plays homeless man?
he was angry in
He was
that.
angry.
No,
Eve's Bayou.
Eve's Bayou.
Where
Yeah.
he played a ladies' man.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Sam Jackson is a ladies' man. Sorry.
It's a movie. You have to
How,
suspend.
by the way, don't you think it's kind of weird that he was the sex machine that all the ladies loved
Yeah, I was about
in
to bring that
Shaft,
up, yeah.
and he never had sex in the movie?
No.
No.
It was all like, oh, well, let me take it. And then, like, the doors close, and it's like, what?
Well,
But
that's
he's
one of the minor problems out of
I
the
didn't
menu
think
with
this
that
was
film.
a gripe episode. I
I'm
thought this was
sorry.
a
All
right.
I apologize.
We're griping. What else we got?
I apologize. Hey, movie geeks, come on, call, you lazy asses. That's what I.
They're probably-
movie
they're
people
too
are
tired to get
so
up.
goddamn lazy.
I wonder if our phone's working.
Okay, the delightfly named Choke.
I'm interested in seeing that.
Tell me a little bit
definitely.
about more
So
about that
am
show.
I. I read the book.
I'm
Chuck
a Palahniuk
Palahniuk?
fan, and I'm looking forward to see how they pull this off.
It's basically a porno. The life of like following a porno star around. Sam Rockwell plays the.
No. that's not what it's
that's
about.
Totally.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Give that list to Eric.
Take that off. What's from in
It's
your
about a guy
mind.
who's-
Tell us, enlighten me.
It's about a guy who fakes choking accidents in restaurants and shit like that.
What the hell were
And
you
he
talking
goes
about?
to sex addicts a meeting
And he
to
goes to
meet
sex
girls
addicts
because
meeting
they're
to meet
easy
girls.
there.
Oh, see, that's probably why I thought, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, bring up the next movie.
But Sam Rockwell, that could be another.
Yeah, I
return.
like
Well,
Sam
I like
Rockwell,
Sam
and
Rockwell.
I like Chuck Palahniuk, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with this film.
Okay, here's a good one, Edwin. I'll ask you this one first. Religious.
Okay, that I'm very interested in because I grew up as a Catholic, and I become a very big skeptic.
I also grew up as a Catholic.
I'm more of a skeptic now because I have a theory that in 1492 people thought the world was flat and they would go off. 1,500 years before that, they had Jesus arrive and perform all these miracles, and I think that's a long, kind of, anyone could believe anything back then. So I'm a very skeptical person about religion. In fact, I believe religion is is a very scary thing, and I'm very interested in what Bill Maher has to say about it because I know he feels the same way that I do. I am open-minded, and I know this film's going to piss off a lot of people. In fact, I've seen the trailers, and in fact, him even asking people about their religion has pissed people off. So I always love Bill Maher, and he's a very interesting host. He's a very entertaining host of anything.
Where do you think? Where are you going to go once you die?
I
this
really
become
want.
that show?
Like I said, I'm not going to say that I don't believe in a higher power. I do believe. I do believe that there is an afterlife. I mean, I believe something happens to you, but I don't believe what everyone else believes. Like, you have Buddhists, you have, Islam, you have Christianity, you have Judaism. Who's right?
So basically, what Edwin is telling our audience is he believes in the Beyonder.
I believe, I do
Where do
believe
you
something.
think you go with
I'm
that?
agnostic. I believe.
I'm
Become a religious show.
I'm going to heaven. What do you think of religious?
there's been some advanced buzz on this because it's been out in
Yeah, from
festivals
your
and stuff.
parents.
Not just my parents. Not just my parents saw it already. They saw it up in they saw it at the Traverse City Film Festival, which was started by
Are they religious
Michael
too?
Moore. They're Catholic, but not just through them.
And a
There's been
same-sex
internet
couple.
buzz on the film, and the buzz is that it's okay. But I'm a big Bill Maher fan. I am looking forward to it. I hope to get a few laughs out of it.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, wow, y'all hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, hey, yeah,
yeah,
we can barely hear you.
Turn that up
Someone
in
turn up the
studio.
volume.
We all
over
hear
there.
you.
I was talking to you guys for 15
Turn that up a little louder there, Gloria.
All right. Yeah.
Whoa.
Go on.
Okay, I wanted to talk about Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love him. He's my favorite actor.
But don't you think he's angry
Well-
just like all the time?
It's just, it's a passion. He just has a passion that you
A
guys-
passion for being angry all the time.
No.
He's intense. He's intense.
In 187, he wasn't angry.
He got angry though and started killing people.
No, he was calm when he killed people.
I didn't see 187. Whoa.
No.
Angry actor. He's
Cyclone.
passionate.
Yeah, turn the sound down into the studio. Just leave this film up.
I think Sam Jackson is an excellent actor. I really do. I just don't think. I think he chooses too many roles where he has to show his passion. I think him being laid back is. I think that's probably just as good.
1 second, Mike. Hey, Gloria, if you guys could turn down the sound in here. I mean, I feel like I'm in a concert stadium.
No, we're the voices of the Transformers.
That's much. Okay, yes.
Samuel Jackson was awesome in Mo Better Blues.
Yes.
He was awesome.
Well,
in that.
he was better in Jungle Fever.
Oh, wait,
That's
was
fine.
Yeah,
That's his
Jungle
best-
Fever.
Oh,
where he
Jungle
was
Fever. I'm
where he
sorry,
was
the one where
crackhead.
he's the crackhead.
But he
Jungle
was in
Fever? I
Mo
thought it was
Better
Mo
Blues. He had
No,
like two
he was an
lines.
awesome. I'm actually trying out for the role of Optimus Prime right now.
What the hell is that, man? That's loud.
Yeah, 187. That's funny that the caller brought that up. I had forgot that film altogether.
Is the caller still there?
Yes.
I'm still here.
Oh,
Okay.
well, what do you think?
Hello. Yes.
Oh, we got two
We got two
callers.
We got
Callers.
two callers competing with
I
each other.
think Jeffrey needs to shave his beard.
Okay,
is
stop
this-
with the
wait,
beard.
wait.
That has nothing to do with movies.
Is this the hottie that keeps calling us each week?
Yes, I am.
Jeffrey, why don't you tell us who this is now, since
Yeah.
you've already
Oh, they-
explained to us that you know her.
This is my friend Eileen, who's an avid watcher of the show, who I am thankful calls the show.
We
But-
appreciate
And I
her.
love you guys.
Well, you'd be happy to know that you are on YouTube, so check out your clip.
Yes, you are. At least your voices.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much.
calling.
We are happy you watch and call.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
I think you guys is all hot except for Jeffrey.
Thank
Yes,
you. I
yes. That's why they have to use widescreen lenses when they show me in close-ups.
Hey, at least you know what she looks like. Well, she's a mystery girl to all of us.
We'll just put a question mark.
Wait,
in the picture.
now, what about you're sharing a call with another guy? What the other caller? What's going on there?
I'm trying to just get my word in. So
Oh, sorry about that.
Now, I love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, Doc.
Thank you.
that's my movie to look out for.
What movie?
Bangkok Dangerous.
Dude,
Oh,
that
oh,
looks
come
bloody
on.
awful.
Oh, come
Just
on.
on Nicolas Cage's hair alone, it looks awful.
You know, you notice that Nicolas Cage's hair pieces get worse and worse with each movie that he makes.
And he also gets more serious for each ridiculous film he makes also.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, we're having some bad sound problems in here.
But we can hear you.
Barely.
All right.
That's better. That's better.
No,
Now I can
well,
hear
what
you.
makes you say? I mean, you must have seen the original Bangkok Dangerous, but
Okay. But hear me out.
okay.
I know that the next movie that Nicolas Cage makes will probably be much better. So I can have that sort of to look forward to.
What sort of momentum are you working off of here? I mean, this man has done nothing but shit lately. I mean, and he's not a bad actor
I
either.
respect Nicolas Cage, and you guys are fucking assholes. The guy is a fucking seasoned veteran actor, and
Ghost Rider?
Oscar winning.
What was that? Philip K.
winning.
Dick.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love Wild at Heart. It's like my favorite film
Yes,
of all
Nicolas
time.
Cage
But
is
the
a
Wild
veteran,
At Heart,
and-
the Wild at Heart Nicolas Cage is so gone, and now we're stuck with this man with the hairpiece who's just very strange. And he said on Good Morning America that he likes choosing foreign directors because he gets to reinvent himself. But he's reinventing his hairpieces as well. It's very strange. He's like a modern day Sly Stallone all of a sudden.
It's funny, they had National Treasure on TV the other night, and I just watched some of it. And
I was watching that.
And then the sequel came out, which I haven't seen. But when I saw the ads, I was like, "Why?" So the progression of this character is that he gets worse hair. I'm sorry, but It's just getting so distracting looking at his forehead now.
The best role he's done in 2 years was the Rob Zombie trailer. That was the best role he's had in 2 years.
Oh, damn. All right, here, listen. All right,
You just called us assholes!
But talk to my buddy here from East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Maybe you like it. Hey, how's it going? My name is Joey. I'm from East Greenwich, Long Island. And let me tell you why this Nick Cage movie is going to make a lot fucking killing at the box office. Because I'm the kind of do-up guinea that'll go see anything with Nick Cage in it. That's his point. It's going to make a lot of money. It'll be good. Be good for everybody. But it's going to be good, right?
Well, he keeps getting movies, doesn't he? So that means that he's making money for somebody. It's just, you know, I haven't seen a Nicolas Cage movie I've liked in a while. I like Nick Cage.
Making money.
I like Nicolas Cage. I think he, like Mike said, he's done some of the most interesting roles of his time.
He's not without talent.
He was great in Vampire's Kiss, which is a totally weird performance. The guy eats a damn cockroach, for God's sake. I mean, that's dedication right there. Whoop. And I also love him in
We
Wild
lost
Heart.
him. We lost the Guinea from Long Island.
Well, thank you, Guinea thank you, Guinea from Long Island, for calling.
That was so wrong.
God. Our Italian friends are up.
All right. Well, what else?
But thank you for calling.
Thank you, fans.
Most educational.
Religulous.
Religulous. It's an interesting prospect. I might go see it, but I'm not as. Please don't ask me any religious questions, please.
Okay, here's the one I'm looking forward to the most because I read the book and I fell in love with the book. But The Road.
Yes.
I didn't read the book, but I definitely want to see it because I am a fan of John Hillcoat's work.
Yes, I think it is going. I'm just hoping.
For those of you who don't know, John Hillcoat, he did The Proposition, which was one of the best westerns in the last
Hey,
5,
Gloria, I just
10 years.
sorry to interrupt here. I just that your voice is so distracting. Gloria, if you could turn the sound down of hearing us, we can hear ourselves really loud in the studio. That's what the sound.
What do you think, Edwin? The Road.
The Road. I don't know too much about it, but if you guys recommend it,
It's like a post-apocalyptic, like whatever happened.
What about Burnout?
It devastated the earth.
Well, I would see that. I love
and
it.
they're
With
trying to
Viggo
survive.
Mortensen.
Yes,
in it.
Cormac McCarthy
Viggo
wrote the
Mortensen, not
novel.
Mortensen.
Sorry.
Mortensen.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, I love Into the World films. In fact, I'll be checking out some of them over at Lincoln Center. They're having a Charlton Heston Fest.
Oh, we
think
got
we have a
a
caller.
caller.
Yes.
Hello?
What about Burn After Reading?
Yes.
Yes, we were
It's
gonna
on our list.
We're gonna get that.
You killed it.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I cannot wait to see that. That looks so good.
It
Does
better
it?
not be Lady Killer's lame.
I didn't mind
like
the
Lady Killers.
I didn't mind
thought it was funny.
It had its
Tom
moments.
Hanks is pretty funny in it.
Yeah.
I want waffles and I want them forthwith.
What's your favorite? Okay, since you guys have brought it up, what is your favorite Coen Brothers film?
But that's not about fall film.
No, I want to know because because this
Miller's
is.
Crossing.
Miller's Crossing, yeah, definitely.
Would you guys?
I would say Miller's Crossing. Yeah.
Raising Arizona. It was the first Coen Brothers movies.
I would go with Blood Simple or Fargo.
What do you think of Burn After Reading?
I'm interested in it. It's just I wish they would go back and because it seems like they're doing a lot of these quirky comedies like in the style of Raising Arizona. I'd like to see them do like.
But they just
What's wrong with
did No
that?
Country for Old
I know.
Men.
I'm saying I want them to go back because then they did the Lady Killers recently. I like them to try another type of style because the one thing about the Coen Brothers, they changed their style repeatedly. So when you first saw their first film, no film was exactly alike. It was amazing. They started with Blood Simple, then they went to Raising Arizona, then they went to Miller's Crossing, and then Barton Fink. Every one of those films felt like it could have been directed by somebody else. I would like them to do a completely new film in a different style.
I think
again.
everybody.
Wait a second.
Yeah. I don't know. I think everybody.
No Country for Old Men?
No. I'm
Caller,
saying-
what is your favorite Coen Brothers movie?
That is a different film.
Miller's Crossing's the best.
Yeah, I love Miller's Crossing.
Probably one of the top 3 gangster films I've ever seen.
I love
in
it.
my
I'm
life.
also a big Dashiell Hammett fan, and
Yeah.
that's sort of an unofficial adaptation of
The
last
old man's
year's
still a
really
master
good
with the
novel.
Thompson.
I gotta say, one of Albert Finney's best roles.
Speaking of gangster films, caller, do you know anything about Rock and Rolla?
No, I don't think so.
That's the new Guy Ritchie film,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm very excited for.
No, you're
Butler.
not.
Yes.
You're kidding.
He is.
Yeah, I'm really.
big
I
Guy
love
Ritchie
Guy Ritchie
fan.
films, except for Revolver and Piece of Shit. I made a movie with my wife. You know.
I've only liked one
Swept
Guy
away.
Ritchie film,
Yeah.
and that's Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
I think.
You didn't like Snatch?
The jury's
I love
out for me
Snatch.
on Rock and Roll.
I
I'm
like
not sure.
Snatch.
Snatch had its moments, but to me, it's a remake of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, Rock and Roll looks like Snatch, looks like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels to me.
But I'm interested.
But
in seeing it.
he needs to get back to at least doing a good film because Revolver wasn't good and Swept
Are
Away
you
wasn't
looking
good.
forward to his Sherlock Holmes,
Yes.
starring Robert Downey Jr.?
I think Guy Ritchie's an extremely talented director. I think he's gotten off track a lot. But I think Rock and Rolla could be like. First of all, it's a great title. Gerard Butler, I love. And it looks like a great cast, like a real British-centric cast of faces I'm not familiar with, which I really like as well.
Actually, Guy Ritchie, it seems like he fell off soon as Matthew Vaughn stopped producing his movies and decided to make films for himself. So maybe he was a little bit more behind helping him in his career.
Matthew Vaughn is a talent.
Does this look like it's a return to form, though, for Guy Ritchie, or does it look like just the same as usual?
I think it's
Return to form to me.
which is good.
Now, can I mention the next summer, actually next fall film? It's
Thank you, caller, by the way.
Thank you, by the way.
In case
Thank you.
Hi, new caller.
Yes.
Oh, new caller.
Hi.
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 I just want to know, when will you guys be doing horror movies?
Halloween, definitely.
Yeah, probably Halloween.
But we've done horror movies.
Oh,
though.
we've done tons of
Yeah, we do
horror
horror
movies.
movies
Yeah,
all
I mean,
the
go to YouTube.
That's like
we got
every
a
other
haunted
show
house
for
thing
us.
on there. We
And
got
you call yourself
Evil
a fan.
Kids. We'll probably do more.
If you look on YouTube, I just posted a whole bunch of shows, about 9, and I'd say about 3 of those are horror related.
Speaking of horror movies, fan, are you looking forward to Saw 5?
I'll watch it.
Oh, we lost her.
I guess we lost the call.
I honestly.
Well, that wasn't an insult, by the way. Please
honestly,
check us out.
Yeah, honestly, I would rather be kicked in the balls than watch Saw 5.
I'll check it out. I enjoyed the song.
I'll do what I do every year. I'll rent it when it comes out.
I want to mention a film here. The big film I'm looking forward to this fall is Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. For some reason, I'm not as excited about this one as I was about Casino Royale, but it is interesting, the idea that it's the first Bond film that is a direct continuation of the previous one.
Yeah, that's what got me most interested. It doesn't look visually as interesting as Casino Royale, and the director, to me, who did Monsters Ball, doesn't really seem
Doesn't
like an
excite
action-
me.
He doesn't seem like an action director, does he?
Mark Forster, he just doesn't
really.
seem, I don't know, he just, when they mentioned him as a choice, I was like, eh.
I was very disappointed at what's his name
know.
that did not
Finding
return.
Neverland, he did Stay, we were talking about that earlier, which is,
What a
gave me a
stand-up.
headache.
Monsters Ball.
Gave me a headache watching that film. Ooh.
Yeah,
but
do you think are you still? Of course, you're going to see it. You're Mr. Bond.
well, I'm a
here.
Bond fan. Of course, I'm going to see it. But I don't know why. I'm just, maybe because like the Casino Royale thing, it was such a unique thing that they did with that, the casting and all that stuff. That the sort of the novelty of that is kind of ebbed for me. So I don't know. But I'll probably see it.
What about you guys? You looking forward to it? Oh, that's right. This is Mr. Casino
I
Royale
don't
hater
have
over here.
anything as good as that, but I'll go see it if I have the time.
So wait a minute. So you're no longer you're just giving up on the whole Bond thing franchise
Right now, for
because
now.
of
Yeah.
Why?
Daniel
Because of Daniel
Craig?
Craig?
Yeah.
Is that it?
He's
Yeah.
a very good Bond.
I don't think so.
Well, we'll
I
discuss
just
this in
dropped
further.
it.
But wait a second,
But I do think there's a lot of elements of Casino Royale. That
But
were
why?
very good.
But you never had the opportunity to explain why you didn't think it was a good Bond in the Bond show that we did.
It's just a crazy little thing in my head where I have like this visual picture of who Bond should be, and I just don't think a little blonde guy that looks like a monkey
You still want what's his name?
should be Bond. That's all. I'm crazy.
You still want what's his name to play Bond? Mr.
I wanted
Clive Owen.
Clive Owen. So, but I mean,
Gerald
there's-
Clive
Owen would've been
but-
great.
But
I
there's
have no
other
problem.
actors that I could also see.
What's his name? Gerald Butler. He was up for the running.
Gerard Butler could be good. I don't know. He's kind of muscly for Bond. I don't know. I don't know. But it's,
And Daniel Craig isn't muscly. I mean, but Bond shouldn't be muscly.
no,
or-
it's,
Muscular, I think is the word you're
No,
looking
I don't want to talk about this.
Okay, well, it's another
Okay,
film.
sorry.
Mention
Move
some-
on.
Mention some horror
Wait,
horror
wait,
here.
actually,
Oh wait, horror movie to look forward to in the fall because I don't think it's on your list. Although I could be wrong. The Wolfman, the remake.
No, not on my list.
Well,
I am looking forward to that.
I got to say, there's not better casting than Benicio del Toro. I mean, that's brilliant casting.
And it's a period piece, and it looks like a Hammer film. Have you seen the preview that got
No,
stuck onto YouTube?
I've seen some clips.
Looks good.
I mean, some not clips, but some pictures and stuff.
Gotta say.
You know.
Speaking of
Go,
Benicio,
Jeff.
No, actually, before you name another film, I will tell you the film I am most anticipating this fall, which I know is already going to get panned by all of you, but I
Go,
don't care.
go, just not
It's
gonna
a film called Zack and Miri Make a Porno by Kevin Smith, who I am a huge fan of, and it has Seth Rogen in it. It has
Camera
Fred
here.
Robinson.
I have to
Elizabeth
say-
Banks.
I have to say, the trailer, the Red Band trailer,
Yes.
is funny.
Yes,
It
which I
is.
saw for the first
but
time.
okay,
today.
I'm going to
It
bring
is
up
funny.
something to you guys though.
Oh Lord.
It seems to me now. Kevin Smith is a talentless.
This
just a
is
hack.
Mike's opinion
But anyway,
only.
that wasn't what I was going to
No,
ask.
it's not. It's my opinion as well.
Okay, there too, not mine.
Is it just me, or is it Seth Rogen in too goddamn much lately? He's in like every other movie.
Well, he's the hot thing at the moment.
Isn't that funny that you got Seth Rogen's face and you say he's the hot thing, like this chubby?
Well, hey, leave
bearded
the man's
guy? I mean,
physical.
I don't know. I just
he's
find it kinda-
entertaining, and
I don't
people
know
like
about
him. And maybe because more audiences can, I guess they feel like they're represented through him more than, let's say, I know you don't like Daniel Craig or a Gerard Butler, these male model-looking types.
I don't think that Seth Rogen has. I mean, I think his career is going down because Pineapple Express didn't do as well as they were expecting it to do. And I think people are getting tired. It's the Judd Apatow, Seth Rogen product. It's oversaturated the market right now. I think he's in everything, just like Mike says. And when you have all this stuff, people just get tired of it. If you look at all the Apatow
I think it's
productions-
too early to say that his career is going.
I'm not saying it's
downhill
over.
based
It's
on
just it's not as hot as it was. Look how
He
big.
just needs the time himself between movies right now.
Exactly.
I mean, we're already talking about the Green Hornet. I don't think that's even started pre-production yet.
No, it hasn't. He hasn't even finished scripting it. So
Elizabeth Banks is in it, and she's hot.
We like
so
Elizabeth Banks.
Once again, it is a typical movie of that thing with an ugly guy like Seth Rogen and a really hot chick like Elizabeth Banks. So that's like
science fiction already.
Yeah. Well, no. What was the one?
Knocked
Knocked
Up.
Up.
All right.
That's
what else
Catherine
we
Heigl.
But either way, I'm looking forward to
But I
it.
have to say the trailer is funny.
Here's a film that you
And I'm
guys
not a
probably
Kevin
won't
Smith
say anything
fan.
about, but I am
Go
very
for it.
excited for Happy Go Lucky, which is the new Mike Leigh film.
I never taught. We saw the trailer for that before we saw Dark Knight. I think wasn't that? Where did I see that with you? No, maybe not. When did I see that? I saw the trailer. I was like, halfway through the film, I didn't realize it was a Mike Leigh film, which I thought was really interesting.
Anybody who's a Mike Leigh fan can call in right now.
That one guy out there.
Yeah. Mike Lee's tremendous. How can you not like
When
Mike
was the
Leigh?
I'm
last
just
time we
not
put
the
up the
hugest
phone
fan
number,
of
by the
Mike
way?
Leigh.
put up
I'm
our number
sorry.
again so else can call in. I'm not the biggest Mike Leigh fan either.
Why
I mean,
is that? He gets
I like
he
love
gets
Naked
the-
quite a
Mike
bit.
Leigh.
I like
he gets
Naked.
the
Naked
best
is
acting
awesome.
It's a great movie. I agree.
out of his actors.
I-
Career Girls is amazing.
I got
Career
one of
Girls
the
is great.
Topsy-Turvy
Topsy-Turvy
is
is
terrible.
Oh
No.
I didn't see Topsy Turvy, so I can't get into
fuck
this
is
argument.
wrong with
But if
you?
there's
Yeah.
anybody who wants to call in and
He
settle
gets
this,
more out of.
Oh, I'm sorry, there wasn't enough exploitation
No.
in that
Yeah.
flick for you.
Oh, no.
I didn't like
Here we go.
Topsy Turvy.
Not enough.
No zombies.
No, there was
Not
no
enough
titties.
afros or machine guns.
Topsy Turvy. I think I'm seeing
Too bad it wasn't set in the 70s with a funk vibe. Then you would have liked
It
it.
had Brick House in the soundtrack. I'm like,
Hey, we're over. We're
Ah.
done. Credits.
All right, Jeff. City of Ember.
City of Ember. I haven't seen a preview, but Bill Murray's in it. That's the only thing I know
It looks
about.
fucking awful.
All right,
Like,
everybody.
I'm sure it
stab
will
your
be,
eyes
but
out.
Tune
I
in
like
next
Bill
week.
Murray.
We are
Thanks
live
for
again.
calling.
We are live again next week.
Thank
Please
you,
tune
Jeff,
in.
hot friend, for calling in.
See you
And
next
thank
week.
you, the
Thank you to
gentleman
Nick
from
Cage,
Rhode Island.
lovers.
Yep.
And
Hey, he called himself a guinea. I'm just repeating it back.
Don't try to defend yourself now.
I like Italians. I like Italian food.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
it's good
anyway,
that you
tune
like
in next
Italian
week,
food.
8
So is
o'clock,
Gloria.
Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We'll be live again, and check out our YouTube and MySpace page.
Time you're going live, tell me not at the last minute.
I did tell you we're going live.
Not until the last minute. I would have had everything set
It's okay,
up.
Gloria. It's okay.
We were good. That was fun.
we had some callers.
When this is posted,
Great
expect a
job.
lot of backlash against you.
Adrian Paul as a new James Bond.
Adrian Paul.
Adrian Paul looks too much like Sean Connery, and he's not a good actor. He really isn't. I mean, he's good in Highlander series.
He was good in
I'm serious.
Invasion.
You know who would really make a good James Bond?
Yeah,
I think
the,
Eric would be a good James Bond. I think you'd be a good James Bond, man. You got the suaveness.
No.
Yes, you would.
Wow.
No.
That means Ed's got a crush on you.
I think we have a problem.
No, I think you really would.
You want to switch seats?
You know, if I ever... Hi, I'm Edwin Samuelson. Welcome to the CineFiles, a show that allows you to eavesdrop on the conversation of fellow film fanatics. Today, we'll be discussing summer comic book films. There was 4 very big films this summer that had to do with comic book movies, and they were Iron Man, The Dark Knight.
No, this is
no,
the
we're not-
live show.
This is the
dude.
live show, you silly.
Look how embarrassed he
I'm
is.
embarrassed.
Look, he's
Live
red.
television, folks.
Sorry, guys. I'll explain. We were
Why
going
don't you introduce us?
I'll just introduce everybody. I fucked up. All right. I'm Edwin Samuelson. This is Eric Cohen. That's Jeff Gallashaw, and I believe that's Mike Foltz. I could be wrong because
Hi.
I'm
We're not talking about comic book films, people, but you can call in, though.
Yeah, you can call in. We'll put up our number in just a minute. We're gonna be actually, Mike. Why don't you tell everybody what the
Yes,
topic
what
is? Since
are
I'm
we
off my
talking
game
about
today?
today?
What we are talking about today, and you can call in with your 2 cents, whoever you are, is we're talking about the upcoming fall releases that we're excited about, and I have a list.
No shit.
The
really?
Holy Scroll.
The Holy Scroll of fall films, and I'm just going to call stuff out, and you're going to. This is going to be the police version of City of God.
I have interest in it. I've read up a little bit on it, and I'm actually quite interested in seeing it.
I'd be interested in that because City of God, that you mentioned that, City of God was one of my favorite films of the last 10 years. I think it's a brilliant film, and I loved every minute of it. In fact, I still...
Not the same director, though.
Not the same director, no.
Not from Fernando Mariah.
I don't know much about Elite
Morales.
Squad, so
Morales.
I can't comment on it. But if it's involved, if the same people behind City...
No, it's
Not
basically
same
the
people.
police's perspective from the City of God. So the police in
But
the
is it the
slums.
same people who made the first
No,
film?
no,
or,
no,
okay.
no.
Well then,
He's making another film about. I want to hear your guys' opinion on this. And by all means, if you guys out there in our viewing audience have any comments about either the films I'm naming off or movies coming up in the next couple months that you want to see, by all means. That's what we're talking about. We don't want to hear about any fucking comic book movies or blowout theaters that you're taking your girlfriends to. This is upcoming fall films.
Tune in a couple of weeks and you'll hear our take on comic book films. Again, sorry about that, people. It's a crazy week for all of us.
But give us a call at Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
The number we flashed up in a moment, and let's discuss what is the...
What do you guys think of Elite Squad?